So Annie got reworked, and this big ass bear has some crazy new moves to do, which is knocking up the enemy. And there's a lot of different things you can do with it, and the shield change as well. Honestly, that one is bigger to me than the bear change. I'll explain to you why. You can do so many new things with Annie, and I would say she's better than before now. I would definitely say she's better. If you just look at Annie herself, she's way better than before. However, if you look at the how the map looks now, how the update looks now and everything like that, I would actually say Annie is similar to before. I'll explain to you why. Because Annie got a massive indirect nerf in this patch. Not in this particular patch, but when they introduced the Poro. I'll tell you which one it is. So yeah. Now let me explain to you guys how to build the new Annie and what runes to use. So you start with the Boots of Mana. These boots are just way too good. You always go for them first. Luden's Echo first, not the Rod of Ages. Luden's Echo is going to give you immediate power. Here you go for Rabadon's Death Cap. And then as your third item, there's two items you can go for, which is the Infinity Orb or the Void Staff. Both are good. Void Staff is of course good against tanks. However, you never really want to pick any against tanks. So 90% of the cases, you're going to go for Infinity Orb. What was I saying? Yeah, but Void Staff is always going to be your fourth item though. Even though you're against normal champions, Void Staff is going to be great. And as your last item, Riftmaker is good against tanky opponents that have a lot of magic resist. Leandris is good against tanky opponents that just have a lot of HP. Green Book if you need anti-heal. Crystalline Reflector is also good if you need armor. And then this one, Banshee's Veil, is also good. Not necessarily for the magic resist, but more for the shield that it gives you. So you don't get one-shot by whichever enemy that can one-shot you. For the enchantment, you want to go for Protobot, always. Like, actually, I always go Protobot right after my Luden's Echo. I buy the boots first, then Luden's Echo, and then pretty much always a Protobot. Unless I can buy a whole ass Rabadon's Death Cap in one go, but that's like almost never. So Protobot comes right after your Luden's Echo. That's a core item on Annie. So for the runes, you go for First Strike, not Electrocute. And here, I've been testing a lot. So like, you know, normally you would assume you would go for the precision tree, right? Like Gathering Storm, Cup of Grass, etc, etc. But to be fair, with Annie, it's not really worth it. With Annie, the inspiration tree is much better. You can go for Sweet Tooth, which gives you a lot of extra gold and healing in lane. Hex Flash you can go for too, but I don't recommend it. I hate Hex Flash, it's not good. Here you go for Transcendence, cooldown reduction. With Annie, it's all about cooldown reduction. You already kind of have enough damage, so you don't really need more. Here you go for Nimbus Cloak. If you ignite the enemy, you get faster. Mana Flow Band is good if you're a very bad Annie player. Well, I'm not a bad Annie player, so I go for Nimbus Cloak. And then for the last one, I like the Domination Tree. Eyeball Collector is decent because you get a lot of kills and assists with Annie, and this one is gonna give you bonus AP in the late game. If you want more reliable AP in the late game, you can go for Gathering Storm. This is more reliable, but it takes much longer to skill. For the spells, you go for Flash and Ignite. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. And actually, before we get into the gameplay, I just want to tell you guys, if you're watching this video right now, and I've only uploaded the video within 3 hours. I'm live on Kick right now, playing Wild Rift. So if you don't want to miss that out, I've put it in the pinned comment and in the description. So if you're watching this video within the first 3 or 4 hours, something like that, then check out the Kick link, because I'm literally playing Wild Rift live right now. And even if you miss it out, make sure you follow me on Kick if you don't want to miss future live streams. I'll be streaming a bit more often on Kick. I really like the platform. So I'm going to be streaming over there. So if you don't want to miss this live stream, make sure you check out the link right now. And you can watch this video later if you want to. I'm also doing a skin giveaway on YouTube, giving away 4 skins. And all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under this video. So let's take a look at how we play this game right here. I'm playing Annie in the mid lane. And I'm very quickly going to explain why Annie is worse now than before. And that is because of the Poro. The Poros in the jungle. You know what I mean? The dudes or dudettes that give vision in the jungle, the little cute plushies, you know what I mean? Those ones are not a little nerf to Annie, they are a massive nerf to my Annie. I'm not sure how everyone else plays Annie, but like, you know, I'm pretty good at Annie, and my playstyle had always been to just destroy the enemies, camp their jungle, you know, bring a control. I've always told you guys this, bring a control ward with you, put it in the enemy jungle bushes, literally just wait for the enemy to show up and kill them. Now you cannot do that anymore. This whole play that I've been teaching you guys about Annie, you cannot do it anymore. Because the enemy Poros are just gonna reveal you after like a few seconds. It is unbelievably stupid. And I hate it. What can I say? I honestly hate that change. So now you have to find other ways to kill enemies. Well, not to kill enemies, but other ways to cheese enemies. Because you do need to know, your ultimate is on a low cooldown. So you can cheese enemies very, very often. Other ways that you can do that is you can wait in this bush. You see this one here? Or here, behind the enemy turret. You can wait for the enemy to show up and you'll kill them. The Poro is not going to be over there, so you can always get it right there. Or you can do it somewhere around the river, in the middle of the map. The Poro will never go to the middle of the map. I'm dead. Oh my god, what a beautiful stun by Baron VG right there on the Riven. What a phenomenal stun. He saved my ass with that stun right there. I'm playing duo queue with this Riven, by the way. Baron VG is a very, very good friend of mine. So let's talk about the rework, okay? Firstly, I want to talk about the third ability. This one is honestly the bigger change to me. Back in the days, the third ability would reflect damage. And you could shield allies. Now you can only shield yourself, and it also shields your Baron. But what does the shield do? First of all, it gives a shield, obviously. Secondly, and more importantly, it gives you quite a lot of movement speed. 30%, I believe. This movement speed, guys, is massive. You can use this to run away, to chase, to very quickly dodge. For example, if Yasuo wants to tornado me, I can always dodge it. Guaranteed, okay? If you are a perfect any player, with the third ability, you can always dodge a tornado like that. Just use it and walk sideways. I ulted him right there. I think I just wanted to bully him right here with the ult. It didn't really work out as well as I wanted to. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to ult him, go back, ult him again, you know, with the knockup, get him to like very low HP and shove the wave. Make him lose like 300-400 gold from the minions. That was my plan. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well, because not every plan works out, you know what I mean? Not everything goes exactly as I wanted to. But that may have seemed like an int, but to be fair, I get what I was thinking. I wanted to shove him into his turret, get him to very low HP, make him vulnerable for ganks, and either make him go back and make him lose 2 minion waves, or make him farm under turret and just destroy his turret, get turret plates, etc, etc. But unfortunately, my bear just died under the turret and it didn't work at all. So yeah, it didn't really work. But it's fine, guys, it's fine. Not everything has to work. This is how you learn, you know what I mean? This is how you learn. When you play like this is how you learn. Don't just do the only things that guarantee something good. Try out. You need to try out stuff. Try out a gank that you are, you know, not sure about. Try out a dragon that you're not sure about. Try out pushing a turret that you're not sure. Try out things. That's the only way you're gonna learn and evolve in a game like this. If you're not gonna try out, you're always gonna be stuck in the past. You're always going to be stuck. Like in a year, you're not going to improve. You're only going to improve mechanically a little bit, because of course when you play a champion very often, at some point you're going to get decent at it. But macro wise especially, you're never going to improve. And even mechanically, there is a roof that you cannot surpass unless you really unless you really push yourself. Oh, there we go. You see, that's the new Annie. And we got the kill. Beautiful. So for example, if you play Fiora, you're never gonna reach the, like, what you can truly reach with Fiora mechanically if you just play her the same all the time. But if you go into practice mode and, you know, practice fast ultimates, practice flash combos, see, this is where you can bring your Fiora to next level. Same story with Annie, with the new Annie. The bear, you can make so many different kinds of moves with it. You know why? Because back in the days, Annie was much easier than now. Because all you had to do was just put your bear on the enemy, wait in a bush and kill them. Now, it does a little bit less damage, that combo. However, you have the second part of her ultimate. And the second ultimate has a bigger range, guys. Do you know how I've gotten a kill once before with Annie? I played like 22 games with Annie to get this video, by the way. So, an enemy, a long range enemy like a Caitlyn was approaching me in mid lane. I was waiting behind this wall right here. I was waiting right here. She never came close enough, but barely. She was barely not close enough for my flash combo. You know what I did? I literally put down my bear behind me on nothing. I waited a little bit. I flashed over the wall. I threw my bear on the Caitlyn, so the bear knocked up the Caitlyn. Then I stunned her, ignited her, and killed her. That is a very special moment, and of course that's not going to happen very often, where you're going to have to throw your bear at nothing and then throw it at the enemy. But that's just a little bit of an example of what is possible with the new Annie. Your second part of your ultimate has a bigger range. I believe it's like twice as big. So in some situations, I'm really not recommending you to do it, but in some situations, it could be the right move to put down your bear on nothing and then throw it at the enemy to surprise them. So the Yasuo is ganking my team. I'm taking a bit more of a safer approach right here by shoving the wave. I'm not sure if this is the right call. Like, sure, my team is dying, but I'm feeding myself, and I'm really feeding myself by taking turret plates. I'm making them lose mid lane minions. So the net value is like 0, I would say. Like, they kill my team, but I make them lose 2 minion waves, and I'm getting turret plates. However, the enemies are shoving the bot lane really, really hard. So perhaps the net value is not 0, and they're actually getting more out of it than me. So the answer would probably be that I made a mistake. I should not have been staying in bot lane, in mid lane, because we just lost an entire turret. I mean, I am close to getting this turret too, but like, is it really worth it? I'm being so selfish. Like, this game, I'm being extremely selfish. What can I say? That's just the honest truth. Ult both of them, or just ult him and try to kill him. Ult! He died. I died as well, but at least I got a kill out of it. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, I remember the name of this Mundo. This guy, I believe this guy played like Vayne top lane a day after this game. And he completely inted my game. He went like 0-9. I wonder if he inted this game as well. Because I remember that name inting my games. Wow. In this game also, it was pretty funny. I explained to Baron VG, which is the Riven, that Quicksilver Enchant gives you tenacity. Passive tenacity. It's not really tenacity, it's just duration reduction. I believe it's different from tenacity. So it reduces duration of all CC except for what is it called? Knockups. He just couldn't believe his eyes when he built it. Every sort of CC just took so little time, and now he can actually properly play Riven instead of constantly getting stunned all the time. There we go. I did die from the Yasuo, but it's fine. Riven claimed the 700 gold bounty. This is totally worth it. This is actually a beautiful dive by my team. Everyone played it perfectly. Riven went in beautifully. Mundo tanked beautifully. That was a beautiful Karma ult as well. Caitlyn. That was not a good Caitlyn ultimate, but she is doing work here. She unfortunately exhausted the Nautilus. She should have exhausted the Lux. But it seems like she's fine. She's killing everyone. Look at this Caitlyn, guys. Making a useless champion feel somewhat useful, I suppose. I'm quickly trying to get there. Caitlyn is bait right now. Everyone is gonna go for the Caitlyn. Ah. I need to be careful of the Yasuo. He can always dash through minions and get to you. A good Yasuo is dangerous. Oh! Like right here, I could have thrown my ultimate and then thrown it again. But I realized Caitlyn didn't have ultimate and didn't have mana. So I felt like we couldn't get the kill right there. Oh my god, that's... I'm probably dead. Is this really worth it? Throw it on him? Okay, I can at least run away. You know what? I'm doing quite a lot of damage. Stun him? That's fine. This is fine. I'm doing decent. Oh, come close to me! He didn't come close to me. He could have saved me. The Karma could have saved me if he came close to me. It was really obvious that the Kha'Zix was diving me. And the one-way Karma could have saved me right there. It's a bit of an advanced move. But he should have stuck close to me. He should have went right next to me. And then both of us are not going to take a lot of damage from Kha'Zix. Because the whole point of Kha'Zix is isolation damage, you know what I mean? By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a like. It really, really supports the channel a lot. And I want to remind you guys, if you're watching this during the first few hours, I am live on Kick right now. So make sure you check out the stream, and then you can watch the video later. And even if you're watching later, make sure you follow me so you don't miss future streams. Because I am going to be streaming there more often than I do on YouTube. Just so you guys know. I chose this game purposely as well, by the way. Because I do want to say, still quite a decent amount of games of my any games were pretty easy. I was able to get kills very easily. But I want to show you guys a game, you know, what if it doesn't happen? What if you're 1 on 3? What if you're losing mid lane? Because I'm losing mid lane. The enemy Yasuo rotated way better than me. You know what I mean? Like, this is clearly a game where I'm not doing... Oh, baby. As well. Okay, I'm flashing away. But look at that. Look at how much damage my bear is doing, guys. Also, like, he's just doing a lot. Like, I really did a lot in that fight. Damage, CC, baiting the enemy, everything. And I also used my third ability to run away. Make my bear tankier and everything like that. We really need to push this mid lane turret, because apparently there is a timer. Look, there is a timer. You see this timer next to the turret? When you have the golden bounties and you take one turret, the next one is gonna have a timer that's running out. If you don't take the turret before the timer runs out, you're not gonna get the bonus gold. But if you take a turret very, very rapidly, both of them, you're gonna take both turrets with the bounty. It's a massive thing. Baron VG told me about it. I actually didn't know until now I realized. So like when you ace the enemy and you're behind, don't just get one turret. Shove till the second turret. Because you'll always be able to get two turrets with the bounty. And you'll get a massive double bounty rather than a single bounty. It's really, really big. You can be a little bit careful right here. Of course, important to last hit minions with your first ability. This is just to be able to shove waves fast. And it also refunds 100% of the mana. Oh my god, oh my god, 4 of them just gangbanged my Riven. I'm just trying to chunk down their front line right here. Stun him, I stunned him. Very, very nice stun right there. We were able to get the kill. Boom. Caitlyn is actually also playing quite well. This team is not bad. I do want to say, this team is not bad. Oh lord, the Kazakhs. We need to stick together. We need to stick together. Oof, this Kazakhs is strong. He's also playing quite well. Like, he dived right in, killed me, and went right back out. This is exactly how you want to play Kazakhs. Just the way that this enemy Kazakhs is doing it. He constantly either finds an isolated target, or he finds an easy kill and jumps in and jumps out. Very, very well played by the Kazakhs. Like, clearly this will be a rough game because of this Kazakhs. He's playing pretty well. Mundo? Mundo? Okay, buddy. He's trying to take the turret, but hopefully he doesn't die for it. It's not really a good idea for him to push right there. Because one enemy can very easily kill him. And then we're in a 4 versus 5 situation next to the Baron. He did get the turret though, but it was extremely risky. You can see how annoying it is right now, by the way, to play Annie. Like, I can literally not camp them in their jungle reliably. I can only dive like this. Of course I can do this. Like, I flashed onto him. But like, I cannot wait in a bush anymore and just gank him. Because there's gonna be a Poro. I believe the Poro is in the other jungle right now though. Not in this one. Or maybe in this one, I don't know. But when you push those turrets, the second turret, the Poro will just be so annoying. What am I doing right here? I'm leaving my team and I'm shoving the wave. I did get a kill, however, so it's a 4 versus 4 and all of them just died. I feel like I didn't make a mistake. There was no real reason for them to fight right there, to be fair. I just shoved the top wave, which was a nice move, because now they're gonna lose farm in the top lane and they have pressure top wave. But all of them just died. My whole team just died. Oof. They can try to get Baron now. It's really not... I mean, to be fair, I can try to do something at the Baron. I do have a Baron. I have massive damage. So if I time it correctly... Well, you can do things like that as well. Kazakhs was panicking right there because I threw my bear right on his head. He was stunned, so he didn't really know what to do. And then, you know, when the bear was at like 500 HP, I secured it with my first ability. He was just confused and he just didn't know what the hell was happening. And then he didn't smite because he was stunned and scared. He didn't want to lose the Baron. Like, all of that messes with a jungler when you do it like that. Oh my god! That was a Varus arrow. It did like 50% of my health. Look at that. One Varus arrow. That's ridiculous. What is his build even actually? That's 50% of my health that he just did. Mundo is split pushing. What are you doing, Mundo? This is the 3rd dragon. We need this dragon. Why is he split pushing? We lost it. We just lost the 3rd dragon. We just lost the 3rd dragon, guys. Mundo is just split pushing. Throw him on him. Oh, baby. That's the second part of Annie's ultimate, baby. Look at how strong it is. Look at how beautiful of a move that is. I still have Proto Belt. Oh my god, Kazakhs. Oh my god. Yeah, he just... No, you can't kill him. You can't kill him. You can't kill him. Everyone died to this Kazakhs. How are we going to win this game? I'm going to tell you how we're going to win this game. It's actually really simple. You want to know how we win this game? Especially because I'm Annie. It's very, very simple. I just have to flash on top of Kazakhs and one-shot him. It's honestly simple. Let's see if I understood that assignment during this game, because I don't really remember if I did. But in a game like this, where there's like a single hyper carry, for example, the enemy Jin is 1v9ing, the enemy Evelyn is 1v9ing, then you need a control ward to make this work. The enemy, well, Darius is a little bit harder because Darius is tanky, but if an enemy is 1v9ing the game, like Orianna, or something like that, anything, or Varus or something, you're always just gonna flash on top of them and ult them and kill them. In the late game, you'll be able to one-shot them. Like right here, look. Flash, ult, kill. Exactly what I had to do, you see? It's so simple. And then I knock him up. Easy kill as well. Exactly how you play the new Annie. This is exactly how you play the new Annie. This is exactly it. And now it's easy. When the Kazakhs is dead, it's simply just clearing them up. Because none of them... I mean, of course, they're actually playing pretty well, the enemies. But none of them are a problem for us, except the Kazakhs. Only the Kazakhs was truly a problem for us. Oh my god. Luckily, Yasuo didn't knock me up. He wasn't close enough to me to knock me up. Okay, he just killed me. But we should still be able to win the game, right? They should be able to... And... Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Yeah, they can end. There we go. Let's go. You see how easy it is to win a game like that, even though it seems like a rough game? Just flash on the enemy carry and ult them. It's so easy. It's so easy. This champion is still easy. Not as easy as before though, but still pretty easy. So let's take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that. Let's see. Angelito and the Caitlyn. I don't know, funny name. 30,000 damage. The Mundo did more damage than me. You know why he did more damage than me actually? Baron Frigi told me this as well. Because he used his first ability all the time on Nautilus. But that doesn't really matter too much. This is the end of the video. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the stream today. And I'll see you all either in the stream today or in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.